How you doing out there? Hey, we finally got it together. So I'm so happy that you're patient. We got an absolutely fantastic show coming your way. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we getting ready to bring it. We got this absolutely fantastic guest that's going to talk about honoring the fallen heroes and the families and keeping their memories and everything about our heroes uh, in their memories because we cannot forget about our heroes. So tell you what, let's do this. Here we go.
Life is a series of circles and cycles, phases and stages. These are your experiences that teach you the lessons of life. You can either ignore them or embrace them. Welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. James is a motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the James Cooley Foundation. James is here to equip you to strive for greatness and to overcome adversity. It's time to get equipped today for the challenges of tomorrow. Now, here's the host of It's Your Life, James Cooley.
Hello, welcome to It's Your Life. I'm James Cooley, and wow, we got this absolutely fantastic show coming your way today. And what we're going to talk about is fallen heroes, and we're honoring our fallen heroes and families, and keeping the heroes in our memories. I believe that we sometimes forget about the people that fought and died and made our country and our world the place that we are in today. I'm talking about safe, uh, freedom, all the things that we have. But I also think that we forget about honoring and keeping them in memory because they did give the ultimate sacrifice to ensure that we, in generations and generations to come, are able to enjoy all of the great things that we have in the United States of America. So I got this absolutely fantastic guest who's going to talk about uh, honoring the fallen heroes and families and keeping the memories alive. And his name is Ed uh, Presnillo, and absolutely fantastic guy. This guy been doing so many things to make sure that we don't forget about this. And so uh, I want everybody to pay attention, listen to this great man. And if you want to be part of the conversation, please call in at 1-888-344-1170, or you can go to the Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you're listening, watching, and you can put comments in it, and I'll make sure that we get it. So, what we're going to talk about today, first of all, is all about the fallen heroes, uh, and, and we're going to get a chance to know that the founder and creator are honoring USA heroes, Edward Presnillo, and we're going to discuss the importance of why we should never forget about these folks, and we're going to discuss several things that we can do in order to keep their memories alive. And we're also going to talk about upcoming events that's going to be held that honors these fallen heroes as well. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Ed. Ed is a Navy veteran. He enlisted in the United States Navy in 1973. And he entered as a hospital corpsman where he was always taking care of folks during the Vietnam era. He also qualified and was a Navy diver, second class Navy diver, where he served in San Diego and also went on to serve in Pensacola, Florida. He's doing a whole lot of great things out there, and he is the founder of this organization honoring American heroes, and he's also a member of Kwanzaa, and just a great man that we need to always uh, honor and keep in mind because he is a Navy veteran, just like I am, a 23 years. So, without any further ado, I want to bring Ed to the show. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, James. I'm doing really good now that you're here with me.
Man, I tell you, man, it's an absolute honor being here with you, and also being in the fraternity of being a veteran. And You and I was talking prior to the show starting about it's only really 2 days that most Americans remember the veterans that have gave the ultimate sacrifices, and that day is normally Memorial Day and Veterans Day.
That's
So
correct. Yeah.
but I do believe that this is something that we need to always keep in mind because it was more than 2 days out of the 365 days uh, that these veterans gave their lives protecting us to make sure that we are here today and that our generations and generations to come will also have the freedoms that we have.
I
Yes.
agree with you there. It's we need to keep their memories with us every day as we live life. If we don't, they will be forgotten, and that's the that's the fact. That's why people say never forget, but they are doing it. They are forgetting.
Yeah, Ed, you've been on the show before, and last time you was on the show a few months back. Uh, we talked about what was happening during 9/11 and all of the things and how a lot of the brave men and women that was a part of that went in and they became part of the ultimate sacrifice. And but we are still here today because of their sacrifices. Can you remind our audience a little bit about that and what inspired you to start this organization and to make sure that you're out pushing this so that we don't forget about the people that have sacrificed their lives to make sure we're here.
Yes, just to go back, when I have a dog that he's a surf dog, and he was that year, 2019. I was taking him surfing on September 10th, 2019, and I just happened to be listening to a radio station talk about 9/11. And the guest speaker was a senior fire chief from New York City. He was talking about the number of people that was dying from cancer related, and that his predecessor had died from cancer related from 9/11, and he is dying from cancer from 9/11. And when I heard that, it got my attention because we lost so many men and women that day. Yeah. Um, but what he said next, James, what really got me was that this generation is forgetting about the heroes of 9/11 and what happened on 9/11. He said he made peace with the Lord, but this is what's happening with him. It was hurting him. And when I heard that, oh my God, I yelled out at my big boy, Cole, the surf dog, and I said, I can help. I can help keep these memories alive. James, just to go back a little bit. I took a, I happened to connect with a company that makes these picture speakers, okay, out of anything, sceneries, cars, whatever you want to put on there, people's graduations, vacations. But one of the things that I sold a lot of was I was asking people, immortalize your loved ones. So to keep their memories alive by putting a picture on this flat panel speaker system. So when people come over, maybe new guest that doesn't know your family background, they come around and all of a sudden they're hearing the music, but they can't find a speaker. So they ask you, where's that music coming from? And you just point to the picture on the wall of my mom, my brother, my father, you know, who passed away. And they will, they'll look at it and say, that's sick. That's dope. That is a picture speaker. Yes. Next thing, the questions they ask, or they will make a comment saying, your mom is beautiful. Your dad is handsome, you know, and they ask what happened. You may tell the story of what happened. Uh, the cause of their passing. Maybe you caused a little emotion with them. But when you tie in the music with emotion, that sinks that memory or that moment in time in that listener's mind. So when they hear that music again, guess what? They think about that moment of meeting your mother, your father, your brother that you told that story to. So going back from that, when I heard that, I just said, I needed, heard from the senior fire chief that people are forgetting. I said, no way. We need to do this. We need to get these people, our heroes, pictures to the families so that they can play the music of his time, the music of what he loved to listen to. Play it when people are coming over. And I decided at that point on that I will find a way to get these pictures out to the families of our 9/11 heroes. And that was my mission last year. Out of 470 heroes that died that day, 343 firemen, 72 law enforcement, 55 military. I have about 50, so I have about 420 more pictures that I need to find sponsors for so that we can let them know, the families know, that not just in the East Coast or New York City, but people out here in the West Coast in California, as far as a little town called Temecula, has not forgotten our heroes, because we are honoring them in some sort of way, and we're finding people that wants to do something for those heroes out there.
Wow. That is so fantastic. So you started this organization, U.S. Heroes,
Honoring
and
heroes.
yeah, and you just told a little bit about that. But can you go into a little bit more detail, because this is it's wonderful to me being a veteran, and I know exactly how you feel, but tell our listeners, why did you start this?
Just from that story there, but it is, how do we keep the memories alive of our heroes? Like earlier at the beginning, you said we think about our heroes maybe twice a year, okay, on Memorial Day and Veterans Day. That's not enough. We need to be able to talk about them on a daily basis when someone asks us, that question. Remember, I was telling you about where's the sound coming from? So these memorial pictures that we give to the families of our heroes, when life moves on, the meaning of moving on means that you move away from that memory of that loved one of yours. Okay. It may sound a little sad, but that is the fact. You move on, you're moving on with new friends, new having parties, and planning the future with them. Not with our hero, but with the living. You're planning your next vacation with them. You know what? And you're having parties. One of the things that you do at a party is we eat, we drink, and we talk to people and listen to music. And one of the things that I do, James, is when I go to a party, my ears always turn me to that speaker on the corner, because the sound is directional. I know exactly where that picture is coming from, or the sound is. But with these pictures, playing the hero's favorite song, and someone's had a few drinks and they ask the host, where's that music coming from? I don't see a speaker anywhere. So what they do next, this host will say, see that picture on the wall of my loved one who gave his life for our country? Well, he is playing the music for us. Now, this generation is just like, oh my God, they're going, that is sick. And when they walk up to the picture, their mouths drop. Their mouths drop because they can't believe it. But you know what? That picture, the music had drawn them to that, so that they can ask what happened. And
Wow.
so when they ask what happened, now the story is being told, not by twice a year, but every time someone asks, where is that music coming from? And there's that, and it's a great way to get the moment of that emotion with the music, is going to help sync that moment in time, that memory of meeting this hero, talking to the family on that day. So,
Wow. You know, we're gonna take a station break. I tell you, we're gonna come back and pick up this conversation, but we gotta take a station break right now, and we'll see you shortly after
Of greatness to help you overcome adversity. Coming up on It's Your Life with James Cooley.
Life is a series of circles and cycles.
There's more stories of greatness to help you overcome adversity. Coming up on It's Your Life with James Cooley.
Noah Dingley here, producer of the James Cooley.
Doctor James JC Cooley. Yeah. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. Come on.
There is much truth in a journey that ain't over yet, as all of us journey through life's precious gift of time, just like James Cooley has. Hi, I'm Noah Dingley, producer of the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. There's a new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet. You can join James as he shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. This is a must listen for anyone who thinks they're stuck in life or needs to understand their current situation is not their final destination. Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet is the unfiltered truth to provide hope for the future by challenging you to refuse to become a victim of life's circumstances. It dares you to be an overcomer because a bigger, better, and more impactful life awaits you. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
With an engaging storytelling, James paints a picture about his arrival in a rural deep south town and realization that life would never be the same. Cooley lays out his struggle to adjust from city life to country life and back again, sharing his hard-earned lessons to educate, encourage, and enlighten our next generation of leaders and heroes. Get your copy of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James J.C. Cooley, available on Amazon and everywhere books are sold.
The Answer San Diego, streaming now on smart speakers and Odyssey.com.
It's time to dream big, think big, and be big. It's time for more It's Your Life. Now, here's your host, James Cooley.
Hello, welcome back to It's Your Life. I'm James Cooley, and we talking about this absolutely fantastic topic that I think we all need to be aware. We're talking about honoring and how we keep honoring our fallen heroes in families, and how we can go about keeping their memories alive, because they have given the ultimate sacrifice, as we was talking about earlier. And you know, we got to always remember that without them, we would not have freedom the way that we have it today. So I got Ed here, and he's talking about this great topic, and he's educating us, and he's talking about the things that his organizations are doing to make sure that we keep those memories alive. And if you want to be part of this great conversation, that's 1-888-344-1170. Again, that's 1-888-344-1170. Or you can always go in the comments and make comments, and I make sure that we post them. Any questions, I make sure we post those as well. Now, Ed, as we was talking about earlier, that sometimes we believe that our country, as they don't always remember what we did, or what ultimate heroes have done to make sure that that we maintain and remember that there is ultimate sacrifices that everybody have done for as our fallen heroes that are doing. Can you pick up on that one and tell us how we can go about, how the public can go about helping remember these fallen heroes?
Well, thank you. It's just, we need to keep like I said earlier, we need to keep the opportunities of our heroes image alive. And by doing that, creating these memorial pictures that come to life through Bluetooth and with our technology today, playing the music and being involved with our living. One of the things that I'm doing is I reach out to different organizations and talk about the 9/11 heroes. And those men and women that day showed us what the ultimate sacrifice was. When they're running up the stairs, everyone else is coming down the stairs, okay, up in that tree. And we need to honor those guys, because they knew that going into a building like this, whether it's fire or their biggest fear is that having that building come down on them, okay? And so how many of us would do that? Not many, not many. So we need to keep their memories going. And so keep the story going, especially during 9/11, because when that first plane hit, I had no idea that it was going to be a terrorist attack on our country. I thought it was just like a small plane that had an accident on there. Then listening to the rest of that morning, listening to the radio, watching on TV. You know what? That second plane just made, confirm that we were under attack by terrorism. A beautiful country of ours. This is, where else in America, where else in the world can you live in a country that you have the freedom to go anywhere? You can, the opportunities to make a living, a successful living is your choice. You have the educations available to you. You don't have that in other countries. And that's why I love this country so much. And any way to keep the memories of our heroes. When I came across this product, and I just said, I know this is how it should be. We should always have an opportunity to talk about our heroes there. And, this past year, going back to you asked me about my first conversation with you on the air. I did a presentation to an organization called Tunnels to Towers Foundation. Me and the sponsors or adopters of a picture of the Stephen G. Siller Foundation. Stephen G., he was a fireman from the Brooklyn station who said to his brothers, hey, a plane hit one of the towers, I'm going to go and help. He canceled his golf games so that he can help. And he goes back to his Brooklyn station, finding out all the trucks are gone. So he drives up to the tunnel. Unfortunately, the tunnel is closed because the second plane had just hit. And so they closed everything down. Well, Stephen is not going to stop him. He took his gear, about 60 pounds of it, and raced through the tunnel to the Twin Towers, just to be told to go to the South Tower, and the tower collapsed on him. That was a sacrifice. But, we need to tell stories like that. We need to tell the stories of what happened to many of people. And the only way you can do that is have some kind of a media to get people to ask questions. Tunnels to Towers, we did that presentation to Frank and Mary Siller on February 26th. They were so impressed with that gift that Frank said, rarely do they receive something and both of them cry at the same time. With that, he honored me by sending the 9/11 Mobile Museum from New York City on Father's Day weekend last year over here to the city of Paris. We had it on display. I had the help of the Rotary Club president at that time, helping me coordinate this. And I just could not believe this beautiful gift because of a little present that we gave him with this picture. That was my conversation last year with you. And I went further on last year to thank Mr. Siller, Frank Siller, and his sister Mary. We visited him at New York City last year during the 9/11 ceremonies there. That was a beautiful, unbelievable moment. My time, my life, my wife's time. Things have been working out where if it wasn't for an organization like Kiwanis of San Clemente to honor a hero from 9/11, they selected a hero, a young Carl Asaro from Ladder 54, Engine 54 and Ladder 4 in New York City. So I asked them why they selected this picture. Firefighter Carl Asaro had children, and the Kiwanis Club is all about the children of the world. And so they wanted to honor this hero. And we created a memorial picture. I reached out to a family member, and through Facebook, I was able to connect with Rebecca Asaro. She was a daughter of Carl Asaro. He has two other boys named Matthew and Carl Jr. Carl Jr. and Rebecca Asaro, would you believe this? They are firefighters at Engine 54, their father's engine station. And I made connection with Rebecca, and I've been sending her all these pictures that I created through donations and sponsorships and adoptions. And I just said, when we go to New York City, we'll be there. We'll visit, because I wanted to meet her. She helped me out so much. Well, you know what? I could not believe that we were assigned. God took me there and said, you're going to 54. 54 lost the most men that day, 15. Okay. And they had a special ceremony the next day. And they had special guests from the Special Forces Command in North Carolina. I got to meet Lieutenant General Jonathan Braga. And not only that, we got to meet with high-ranking Catholic priest in New York City, Archbishop Cardinal Timothy Dolan. I could not believe that. Of all the fire stations that we could have gone to, this was in our path to meet. And so, and I got to meet the wives, the widows, and the families of our 15 firefighters. And I promised them that I would find sponsors to ensure that they would receive a memorial picture like this that I've been given out to. And so that's what I've been doing. And I want to continue on this year to honor those heroes of 9/11.
Wow. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a station break, but we're going to come back and we're going to finish this great discussion. I love everything that you're doing, my friend. I love everything you're doing. When we come back, we're going to talk about the events that you got coming up. I tell you, want to be part of this conversation at 1-888-344-1170, or you can go to Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and play your conversation. It's your life. I'm James Cooley. We'll be right here.
There's more stories of greatness to help you overcome.
Hey, I'm James Cooley. I am the founder and CEO of the Jason Cooley Foundation, Options, Opportunities, / the Choice Program. Our primary mission is to help build a foundation of our youth and young adults and communities. And we encourage everyone to dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. And the way that you do that is, first of all, you got to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you are here for a purpose. You also have to be able to step out your comfort zone and do things that you probably didn't think that you can do. Their current situation is not their fault.
Create is the thoughts that we have. Each and every last one of us have these thoughts, these ideas, these dreams. We have these things every day. A lot of times when we get these thoughts, we don't want to do anything but lay down and go back to sleep or whatever that might be, and we wake up and the thoughts are gone. I believe that a high spirit always telling us something every single day. Every single day. So create the ideals that you get, that you think about, that you dream of. You say, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
The Answer San Diego, streaming now on iHeart.com and Odyssey.com.
It's time to dream big, think big, and be big. It's time for more It's Your Life. Now, here's your host, James Cooley.
Hello, welcome back to It's Your Life. I'm James Cooley, and we're talking about honoring the fallen heroes and their families and keeping their memories alive. And we got Ed, who is doing so many great things out there, making sure that we are able to do that, and the families and the public do not forget about these heroes. And I'm just, first of all, so proud to be a friend of this man and so happy for the things that he is doing. And I tell you, if you got some suggestions, if you got some input, if you got anything that you want to ask him, any questions, you can call in at 1-888-344-1170, or you can send comments on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and I'll make sure that he get those questions. So I'll become part of the conversation. Hey, Ed, a couple of things that we talked about. We talked about the event that you got coming up real soon. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about that?
Sure. Thank you. July 3rd, we're going to have a run, a 2.5 mile run around Pelser Winery. It's a winery here in Temecula, California. It's a beautiful winery with great background, and they have a stage there that I was so impressed with that when I first saw it, I said, oh my God, this is where I need to be. I need to hold my run here to honor the heroes of our country. And I told the vendor manager there, and she loved it. And so from that point on, that just only happened less than 30 days ago. We're going to get this run that we're doing on July 3rd is to honor the fallen hero's family. So if you know a family that lost a loved one in the line of duty, here's an opportunity to present a living memorial picture to the family right after the run. And after the run, we'll be doing a toast to the family for their loved ones on that. Now, this run is only 2.5 miles. You can run or walk it, okay? And your entry fee, a team of 10, that pays for us to create a memorial picture of that hero's family, for that hero's family. Okay. And you will be able to present that picture to them after the run. If you want to run as a single person and want to honor somebody, a family, all you do is a fundraising of $500 to help us cover the cost of that picture so that we will have that picture available to you to make that presentation. Of course, you have to invite the families over so you can make that. But if you can't, we can also ship it out to them in your honor as the runner for that. And so that's at Pelser Winery here in Temecula. They have a couple of big events throughout the year, a pumpkin patch event, a skating rink during the wintertime, you know, and the owners there are just very patriotic about this event here. They can go onto my website at Honoring USA Heroes and click on, actually it says 4K or 4K race, and enter, make your entries on there.
Wow. You mentioned Temecula, which that's where I live at as well. I live in Temecula as well as Dallas. One of the most beautiful cities, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And you mentioned a couple of things about Temecula supporting. So, what are some of the other things that Temecula and other surrounding cities are doing in support of fallen heroes and other things that you are doing?
I reached out to the city of Temecula. I'm going to give thanks to a councilwoman there by the name of Jessica Alexander. She's a former Marine and also a former NYPD officer. And so it's just a blessing that we met, and the city of Temecula is a co-sponsor for this event, and we'll be doing a lot of advertising, promoting our event here in Temecula. And the 21st of this month, I will be at Lake Elsinore Storm, a baseball game, and be raffling off a speaker system that has the American flag with an American eagle on front of it. And you will be able to, it will say on that speaker, "Never forget our USA heroes." And you'll be able to Bluetooth into that picture speaker there. And yes, everyone that comes into that game will have a free ticket, and you deposit it over to my little tumbler where I spin it and pull a winning ticket out of there. Okay. And so that's what Lake Elsinore is doing for me there. And so many other organizations in the area are jumping on board to help me make this event possible there.
So you talk about the run, and you talk about line of duty, heroes in the line of duties. So for kids that are 12 and under, do you have a special event or a course for them?
The course itself is the course is 2.5 miles. That's the completion set. Two laps around the area. So if the kids want to do one lap, they can stay after that one lap, and then they can go on. But I'm sure some of the kids will probably do because they'll be walking with their moms or dads or their friends, and some of them probably do 2 laps. So yes, we will have that available for the kids to participate in.
So does the heroes that to be honored is all about all of them dying in wars, or the veterans being honored as well? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, that's a good question. I've been asked that. I want to honor my father, or someone come up to me. I want to honor my father who got, he served in the service, but unfortunately, because of the trauma that he went through, the experience, he committed suicide. He took his own life. And I said, let's honor him, because he gave his life to our country, and he experienced the things that we don't normally experience. And he took his life on that. We have that. Someone asked me, Vietnam. He died of Agent Orange. He put his life out there, and he came back with something that eventually died from. Let's honor them too. And so all our heroes, whether they had died in the line of duty or had contracted some kind of illness because of what they did for our country, they should also be remembered.
Ed, so how can the public participate virtually if they wanted to?
If they wanted to, just, they can email me, or they can sign up, and I will try to make contact with every person that signs up. And my contact information, ed@honoringusaheroes.org. If you want to do that, you could always contact me, and we can make sure that you can do this virtually for us. And one of the things too with this event, no other event has done this. I always like doing something out of the ordinary, out of the box, they might say. So instead of a t-shirt, every runner that comes through there will receive, before they make their last turn to the finish line, they will receive an American flag, a 3x5, that they can drape around their shoulders or put on a pole that they carry through the course. And as they come in through the finish line, they will be waving that American flag in honor of those who gave their life for our country.
Wow. You had mentioned briefly, we got 2 minutes before the break, about the Bluetooth memorial picture that you came up with. Can you expound on that just a little bit, a minute or less?
Sure. This is there's a business out of Scottsdale. Okay, and I walked into this showroom of all these pictures out there, and I saw a wall of all these American eagles with the background on front of the American flag, and I'm going, and other pictures of soldiers, and all of a sudden I had to go to this eagle, and I'm hearing this "God Bless the USA" playing in the background. And I'm looking around for that speaker, like I say, I always look around for the speaker, and I couldn't find it. And the owner comes up to me and says, do you like what you see? I go, yes, but where's that music coming from? And I use that, and I go, and he says, you're looking at it. And I go, what? This picture here? So I reached out, and I felt the vibration from that. And I go, oh my God. And my jaws dropped, just like everybody else does. And from that point on, I said, I need to be involved. I need to be involved.
Hold that thought, because we're going to take a station break. I want to come back and pick up on that one, because I think we need to talk a little bit more about that one.
Okay.
So if you want to be part of this great conversation, just like I said, call in, made any info for the episode. But go on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and just listen to me. It's your life. I'm James Cooley. We'll be back shortly.
There's more stories of greatness to help you overcome adversity.
We all are committed to the In and Out project, otherwise we wouldn't be here today. I came all the way in from California just to make sure that I'm here. I'm committed. So commitment is when you say you're gonna do something, when you go to join a team or you're gonna volunteer, you're gonna do this. If you say you're going to do it, you gotta commit to it. And we gotta get our youth. We got to get our society, we got to get our community, we got to get our leaders, we got to get everybody to commit to making our communities better and giving others opportunities.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
Dr. James JC Cooley. Yeah. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. Come on.
TuneIn.com and Odyssey.com.
It's time to dream big, think big, and be big. It's time for more It's Your Life. Now, here's your host, James Cooley.
Hello, welcome back to It's Your Life. I'm James Cooley, and I'll tell you, this is such a fascinating conversation to have this young man on, to doing some of the things he's doing to make sure that we remember our fallen heroes and their families and keeping their memories alive. And I tell you, support this man and the events that he's got coming up. He's going to tell you how to do all of those things. But we got to make sure that we bless and keep the families and keep, I say, United States, America abreast to the sacrifices, the ultimate sacrifices that many of our former service members have done, the veterans, and things that we continue to do to be in a country of freedom. So you can always join in on the conversation, 1-888-344-1170, or let's go to Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, and just send your comments in. But I want to pick it up with Ed again because he was telling us about this picture Bluetooth. And Ed, can you pick it up on that?
I sure can. So these pictures are very thin, they're maybe only an inch thick, and it allows you to pair it to a Bluetooth device like your cell phone, your MP3 player, your computer. So whatever you have in music in those devices, you can transfer it to these pictures and play the music. And what's happening with these pictures of our heroes, they're playing the music that he loved to listen to. And that way they can share those to their friends and new friends that this music was what their loved ones loved to listen. And maybe next time they hear it, they'll be thinking about that hero. And so, yes, amazing what technology has done for us. And so these, the patent on the speaker system is with the Sound Art company out in Scottsdale, Arizona. So
how would how would families, if they wanted to get one of these picture Bluetooth, how would they go about doing that?
Now, they want to honor a fallen hero, they can always contact me through ed at honoringusaheroes.org. You can email me there, or you can call me at 619-227-4571. That is my mobile phone. You can text. I'm open to all conversations there. So, we can work something out on the nonprofit side, or if you want to do something on the other side of our business, I can help you there too.
Wow. So I know that you have honored so many of our fallen heroes' families with this. And if people are asking, which I got a text that how much does this cost? How can they get that? Can you explain that to them?
Sure. The pictures that we have for our fallen heroes, it costs about $500 to sponsor a picture for our fallen heroes family. Okay. And that includes a flag that covers them. It's a 16 by 20 picture with a wooden frame on there. It'll have a gold plate of who the sponsors are. And also a sponsorship. That's what a sponsorship is. And if you want to adopt a hero, this is an amazing thing, because what you're doing when you adopt, you're bringing that picture into your business, into your home, so that if you're a business like a winery, you're exposing the picture of this hero so that people will ask, who is this person? Oh, the name is on there. He died on 9/11, and maybe someone will ask him or tell him the story of what happened with this. And that's what we're doing by adoption. What we're doing there is ensuring that his memory is beyond the walls of his home in New York City or anywhere else. And that's what we call an adoption on that. So.
Wow. This is such a great gift. How are you fundraising? How can people help you fundraise? Because I know you give away a lot of these fantastic gifts. So can you tell them how you're doing this and how they can help you do this?
Well, one of the things that I'm doing this year is to honor the fallen heroes locally here in Southern California. And so when a hero dies, I automatically start wanting to create a picture and reach out to an organization to make a presentation to that family or to the police department, fire department, or even to our military. And I go through fundraising in the wineries out here. Somerset Vineyard Winery is one of my best and supporter of my organization here. And they can also go through my webpage, Honoring USA Hero, and click on the donate there. And if they want to honor, be a sponsor or an adopter, there is a link on my website that they can go to do that. And like this year is 9/11 is still my primary mission, but I'm helping our local heroes. And as long as I have funds in my account to do this, I will reach out to the family or to the departments of our heroes and say, we have a memorial picture that we'd like to present to you.
Ed, for the people that are listening in other states or locked into this conversation, because it's so intriguing, how, first of all, what is your goal this year? And is your plan to take this to other states and other places? And what are your plans on doing this to honor these fallen heroes and families?
Well, this, like I said, this year, it's my local heroes because I've been kind of a one-man show, and my dog Cole. We go around to different events and show what we're doing to honor, and we're looking to basically for donations. And if someone wants to sponsor, they can do that also. But again, my main goal this year, let's get the word out. Let's start locally. And if someone wants to honor someone outside of our little area of Southern California, they can reach out to me and says, and they can fundraise. And a minimum of $500 is all we ask for, so that we can get you a picture, a frame picture, a stand, an easel to go with it, a cover with an American flag cover, so that you can make the presentation. And if I have additional, it costs me about $75 for another, MP3 player. If they want to include that in there, we can do that too. That's how they can help.
You talked a little bit about your website, Adopted. Can you expand on that a little bit more so people can look you up and they can see some of the things that you're doing? They can support you. Can you explain that a little bit?
On Honoring USA Heroes, we have, you will see some, right now, the pictures that we have are our heroes of 9/11. Okay, we have the firemen, the policemen, the law enforcement, and our military pictures. And some of the pictures that you will see there have already looked like a picture that we've created. And that means that hero has been sponsored for or adopted on there. But we have more pictures in there for you to select, read the bio. And if that one person catches your heart and you want to support them and let their family know that you, outside of the New York City area, is thinking about their hero, you can do that. And we will have other things going on there. It's this website, to be honest with you, has just been refined within the last 72 hours. So,
wow. Ed, we're down to the last minute and a half. What is two takeaways that you want our listeners and viewers to get from this great message that you and this great organization and great things that you're doing?
Let's not forget our heroes. Always let's keep their memories alive when we live life, because I've been hearing too much of we never forget. but we are forgetting because we have to live life and move forward from that. Let's include them in our living as we live life. That's all I can say. And that's what we're doing to honor them.
And I want to thank you so much for taking the time to come on the James Cooley Show. It's your life. Man, you know you always got a platform here because we all are all about, well, at least I am, you know that, is about supporting our veterans, our military, our firefighters, our people of service. So thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. Listeners, please look and support this great organization. Support our veterans, fallen heroes, their family. Go and give to support this absolutely wonderful cause. And I want to thank all of my viewers out there for taking the time to tune in to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. I'd like to thank my great team, my producer, Todd, and we always look for sponsors so we can continue to bring this great message to you. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. It's your life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley. See you tomorrow. Ed, can you hear me? Ed, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Hey, man, that was absolutely fantastic, my friend.
Yeah.
That was absolutely.
Thank you. That was, I really enjoyed it.